Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Shanika. Welcome to my channel. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, blessed day. I'm going to get right into it and read to y'all from my good old women's devotional Bible. And today, the story I have for you today is called The Patience of Job. First, I'm going to read an excerpt to you all from Job chapter 13, verse 15, and it states, "Though he slay me, yet will I hope in him." Caring for a parent with Alzheimer's disease takes what Carolyn Sherman calls the patience of Job. Carolyn and Sandy Sherman have cared for both their mothers for 10 years. For 2 of those years, the two older women lived at home with the Shermans. Carolyn says she prayed many times for the patience and strength to see this through. You do get irritated. You do lose it sometimes, said Carolyn. I never realized that it would take so much time and so much patience. Carolyn went on to say that she had prayed many times for the ability to see it through. Even well-intentioned people, like Job's foolish counselors, his friends, believe that all suffering or sickness is a direct result of sin. Throughout the book of Job, we've seen Job's friends try to convince him that he had done something to displease God, and we know he didn't. That somehow Job was responsible for the horrible things that had happened to him. But this could not be further from the truth. Everyone suffers, the righteous and the unrighteous, including Job, who was blameless and upright. He feared God and shunned evil, and that's in Job chapter 1, verse 1. For some reason, God chose Job to God for some for some reason God chose to use Job as an example of patience in the midst of great suffering. When something tragic happens, we often scramble to figure out why. Did I sin? Did they sin? If we didn't sin, then who sinned? Like Job's friends, we want to affix blame so we can make some kind of sense out of the seemingly senseless. But not all suffering is a direct result of sin. Paul's thorn in the flesh was not given to him because he was such a sinner, but because God wanted him to understand something important about suffering. God said, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." And that is in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. The simple truth is that God is not constrained to tell us why bad things happen to us, but he will let us know how to walk through them with patience and hope. Yes, Job has some questions he wanted God to answer, but despite his questions, Job could still faithfully proclaim, "Though he slay me, yet will I hope in him." Can that be said of you? The first reflection question I have for you is, have you ever wondered if suffering is the result of sinfulness? For me, my suffering was a direct result of my sin. I had been sinning for 40 years, okay, for the majority of my life, and bad things were happening to me. And it was a result of my actions. And it wasn't until God woke me up and had me start reflecting and looking back on my life that I saw that my suffering was a result of something that I did, and that I had to take accountability for it and make the changes in my life. Reflection question 2. Has this devotional caused you to rethink your position? Why or why not? And reflection question 3. Make Job's proclamation personal to your situation. "Though he blank, yet will I hope in him." And an example that they provided was, "Though he allows breast cancer, yet I will hope in him. Yet, though he allows betrayal or abuse or addiction, yet I will hope in him. I've read Job probably about 5 or 6 times, and every single time it translates to something totally different. Okay, I have a totally different understanding in Job's suffering. And his patience. Yeah, Job was definitely patient with everything that he went through. I did not learn about having the patience with my life until after our Father woke me up. And I want to read something to y'all that stood out from Job chapter 42, verse 5 and 6. After Job questioned God on the why, God then started questioning him. Like, are you able to make the moon and the stars shine above? Are you able to make the mountains move? Like, God was like, you questioning me, let me question you now. And at the end of God questioning Job, all Job could say was, I have heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eyes see you. Therefore I abhor myself and repent in dust and ashes. Job was doing for God. Job was upright and righteous, but he was doing for God and doing for the people, because Job was always saying, well, God, why am I going through all of this when I did this? I was serving you. I was doing right for the people. I donated, I gave, I did all of these things for you. But Job not realizing that he did not have a relationship with God. He was so busy doing for him that he didn't really know him like he thought he knew him. And then God gave him that good holy check and let Job know, hey, let me tell you and show you who I am and how I operate. And in that, when God questioned Job, that's when Job realized, okay, I was only doing based off for you, based off of what I heard, and not based off of what you have now shown and revealed to me. And that was the same thing for me. When I was out there in them streets, not, disobeying our Father and getting revenge and doing all this crazy stuff, I knew to pray to our Father. I went to church. I knew what to do for our Father, but I did not have that relationship with him and have that understanding of why I was going through what I was going through. I didn't know that I needed to stop doing these things over here in order to stop the suffering that I was going through over here. I knew that I went to God and was like, God, I need you to help me and give me this right now. And I wanted it to happen right then and there. I didn't understand having patience and waiting for his word and recognizing how he responds until he woke me up a year and a half ago. And what Job said, that he has heard of him by the hearing of the ear, but now he see. I experienced that a year and a half ago when God woke me up and opened my eyes to now see. And he then revealed to me why I was suffering and going through everything that I went through. And it was then that I had that understanding, because that's what he does. You ask God why, he's going to tell you why. He's going to give you that understanding, and he's going to provide you with that knowledge, and he's going to give you the wisdom to ensure that you don't do it again. And he's also going to have you be patient with your now circumstances, because you have a reflection of your past now to be like, okay, I went through all of that. I guess I was kind of patient. I was patient because look at all the people that did those things, the betrayals and the lying. Look at everything that I went through and how long I allowed those people to stay in my life. Oh, I was pretty patient. But was I patient with our Father? Because I wanted him to make stuff happen instantly. It wasn't until I woke up and God started revealing to me his actions. Like, look, if you sit back and watch and let me do what I do, you're going to see that all those things that happened to you was not in vain. All those people that backstabbed and betrayed you didn't get away with anything. And all the things you did, you didn't get away with it either, which is why you went through the suffering that you went through. But now I need you to let me take hold, take charge, and be patient with me and watch me do what I do. So now I see just like Job, and I'm able to sit back and I'm able to be patient. And when our Father say he's going to move, I know he's going to move because he has his resume. I'm going to be 42 years old, and then his resume shows that he's going to do what he say he's going to do. So now my faith, my trust, and my belief in him has increased. And I can now sit back and be patient like Job and let God do his work. So I challenge y'all, read Job again. And Job, if you read it again, you with a different set of eyes, you will be able to see so much more how our Father moved in his life. And he will do the same for you. I thank y'all so much. May God bless y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a blessed and a wonderful day. Bye.